Good morning, good afternoon, Speed Gaming, and welcome to the Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament. We are in the bracket stage. Starting off here with the round of 64, we have prdwong versus Schulzer in an open mode race. How's it going, folks? I am Wolfling0270. Fishing Boo will be on tracking, and Phoenix is my co-commentator. How's it going?
I'm doing well, thank you, and I can't wait to enjoy another main tournament race. So today it's, I would say, basic. We got open mode, but we know there can anything happen. Maybe it's again, maybe it's a lumberjack seat, maybe it's a pedestal seat. We don't know. We know anything can happen, so.
Right, so to give an idea of where these two are going to stand, this is their first game of this best of three, and Schulzer is currently the 6th seed overall in the bracket stage, so very strong contender here. prdwong finished the bottom half of the pack, but is still looking to prove themselves.
We got map and sank.
We're getting a Link's house started. It is 3 bombs. Local start, pretty common. Map check, I see a 5-6 over in Eastern and a green pendant up in Hera. I missed Desert though.
So, dropping incoming, Schulzer will be back soon. Sorry.
Green roofing meanwhile. Yeah, we're just getting everything all lined up for you. Magic powder at the mushroom spot. Skipping a few steps. I'll take that.
So if we get a hammer and cake, we can check it immediately. No, we can't. We need some magic.
Yeah, but I think there's at least a decanter inside the bombable hut. I forget though. Oh, fire rod.
So have we seen a lumberjack?
We have not, and this is going to be our first look here at prdwong checks it.
Schulzer is using Crypt of the Necrodancer MSU. Okay, piece of heart.
Alright, so that reason to fight Aghanim 1 is dead, but there's still others.
Maybe we need a castle tower for right side of the Dark World, maybe a general Dark World entrance, we don't know.
There's even a very niche scenario in which you needed to do the super bomb, but there's been tricks to bypass that. Lamp on the library, so boots lock lamp. Good scout there, if nothing else.
So now we got more single arrow, yes. Schulzer needs some money to get some bombs for Kakariko. prdwong already has some bombs here.
prdwong also has bombs. He's at 4, so he's just trying to get merchant money. The ice rod as well? Okay. Both
Maybe
rods.
So maybe TR is pendant.
Wait, funny. Looks like our tracker, or fishing boo, has marked that Desert Palace is a blue pendant.
Blue or red, we don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter. We saw green pendant Hera.
We got a
Red.
sword.
Yep, red's Ed Boomerang on, I believe it was prdwong side, and we have Schulzer with the sword.
Yes, so this will mean they're changing places. Schulzer now with Red Meringue and prdwong with a tooth stick sword. But hey, better than nothing, it's a weapon.
So while we got moving around here, I suppose I should explain what I mean with the super bomb. There is a very, as we hit the moon pearl there, nice find. There is a very niche logic scenario that can happen. If both 5/6 crystals are not locked behind the hammer, the Pyramid Fairy chest could have the hammer. And in that situation, the only way you can get the super bomb to the pyramid is by defeating Aghanim 1 to then walk through the portal in the light world.
You mean we need to play a hammerless red bomb, so that will mean we need to play Castle Tower.
Yeah, now we have an Eastern Palace 5/6, so it's not completely off the on the table. But if we have something like our other 5/6 in Feast Town, that eye is just dead. The other 5/6 needs to not be a hammer-locked dungeon. By any sort of logic.
And we found a bottle in Mini Moldom Cave. And this looks like... Okay, my guess was eastern area, but this is South Shore on prdwong side.
Alright, looks like we're seeing a Gina play here.
So yes, Schulzer will skipping his Moonpearl for a while. He don't know the Moonpearl is on Water Vendor.
To his credit, there's a lot of early sphere checks that he can do. And Schulzer, I think, did the route to go Mini Moldorm to Agina, so he's isolated Ice Rod Cave, but that's perfectly fine. You can pick that up when you get the flute later.
And with the Fire Rod, Dark Cross, and also Back of Escape is in logic.
True. And also, with the bottle that Schulzer has, he's incentivized to go back and get that Moon Pearl, as well as the Stick Kit item.
Yes.
So, should be fine.
So yes, there are two reasons to go back to Kakariko, but not for now.
Alright, well, we're about to see if skipping the Ice Rod Cave was a smart move here from Schulzer. Yep, perfectly fine. Only 20 rupees there. However, if we get into a single item hunt, which this is randomizer, it's bound to happen eventually, that could be a location that Schulzer can waste time on later.
I mean, it's an idea to route Ice Run Hunt in combination with the flute.
Yeah, but our flute might be our Goemon item. In which case, that's going to be a really rough spot to get to.
Yes, so I think he will check it later, but not for now. I mean, it's too isolated for the moment.
Also, I just realized, we have 2 pendants in the light world. We are guaranteed to require one of the medallions.
Yes.
We don't know which one, and we may need 2 different ones, but Meyer and Turtlerock cannot both be the 3rd pendant, so one of them will require a medallion. One will be a crystal, which will require a medallion to enter.
That's true.
Not much in the over down here in the Hyrule Castle. Meanwhile, we're getting a fake clipper into the Waterfall Fairy Cave. And if only he had a couple hundred more rupees, that would be fantastic.
Yes. He is 140 bucks away from King Sora.
Imagine, by the way, if those were both 300 rupees, you would have just been able to go walk up and buy King Zora's item. It's unlikely. There's only like 5 or 6 packs of 300 in the game, but it would have been funny. Ooh, the Dark Cross small key. Alright. So he's going to be able to continue onwards to get the back of Sanctuary items.
I think the small key is vanilla there.
I do believe so as well. Now, everything Schulzer's doing, I don't think is fully in logic, because I think you need to have access to a light source in every room, and I think one of them does not have that. 10 arrows, 3 bombs, 50 rupees. Just a consumable care package there. Not really worthwhile.
Okay, I just got the map from the complete Dark Escape. In every room is a torch.
Ah, so I'm mistaken then. My bad.
So the Dark Escape is with Fire Rod and Logic.
Alright. My bad. I don't memorize dark rooms all that much, to be fair.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I will adamantly refuse learning Aga 1's dark rooms, because I'd rather have the lamp if I need to do that. I'd rather know that what I'm doing is in logic if I have to do like a 3-minute climb.
So, and now we will see Eastern. So for Castle Tower, we need the lamp. We know it's boots locked.
Yeah, so we'll need boots in order to do Agon 1. And even then, we also need to find the cape or the extra sword. So as it stands, it looks like Agon 1 is not on the table. At least for Darkhold access.
So maybe some progression on Sekit.
It's possible.
We know Bottle Vendor is the move.
I think they're more likely to find the glove and the boots. Okay, some point.
Glove.
And Schulzer's gonna nope out. Added his red pendant over in Desert.
So this glove will open up the mountain.
Logically no, because of dark rooms, but Schulzer's at a level where that doesn't really matter too much.
So yes, so what are the options? We know maybe some progression on Sekit, maybe King Sora. With the glove, Sora is completely in logic.
Let's see what Sekit has first. He might just have the boots here, and then we can just go get the lamp. Nope, just some extra arrows. Zora is in logic, though, and Zora might have over after. In fact, running through my head real quick, I think Zora has to have something important. We've seen most of everything else we can access.
And the thing is, Schulzer only collected 2 items here in Eastern.
Yeah, it makes sense, because the rest of the items are logically lamp locked.
Yes, the big key and also the big chest are lamp locked, you said. We have seen a Gina cave with 3 bombs, I think.
So yeah, Schulzer's gonna walk over here, clear the Ice Rock Cave, and then possibly go into the full Zora route. He will be rewarded unknowingly if he does the Flake Flipper into Waterfall Fairy Cave, so he will be able to get Zora done. There is 300 rupees in there as a reminder.
Yes, but he doesn't know.
Oh, the stun price is 20 rupees. He's gonna farm money here.
That's also a good way.
That's actually some good heads up play there. I didn't even catch that until just now.
At the stun price. Oh, 20. Okay, give it me, give it me.
Yeah, he's gonna laugh when he gets to the Waterfall Fairy, but
Yes, but the thing is, you don't know will I get some money in Sora area or not. And we will see pictures on prdwong side.
could be something we need. Could just be the map.
Maybe the last item, maybe just a map, yes. We only have seen compass in Eastern.
Alright, so Soldier's gonna opt out of going to the Man Under the Bridge, and instead is going to the Waterfall Fairy Cave. But she will be pleasantly surprised. Oh, has to be careful! Okay, good. That sword was in the worst position.
Yes.
And Soldier's gonna laugh. Ah, it's Vanilla Big Key here in Eastern Palace.
Yes. It must be if you don't found it in the front, so you can be sure the big key is vanilla.
And it's the map. So Schulzer hedged his bets and was correct.
Well played, yes. So what will we get from King Sora?
It's gotta be something that puts us in logic. It's a major item. Show us Titan's Mitts. That's Dark World access.
Yes, this will mean boots are maybe in the Dark World.
Now,
so
the
mids for, I would say mids for $500 are a good deal on this point.
Yeah, I would agree. Now, it should be noted, the Aghanim one is still on the table.
Yes.
We've got our Dark World access. We've got, we know Lumberjack is dead. Well, we still don't have access to the Palace of Darkness area. That will require either the flippers or, more ideally, the hammer.
That's true, that's true. So, Castle Tower is still alive.
And we'll probably get a Dark World map check here in a moment. So eyes on Schulzer's screen here. Our other 5-6 is Ice Palace. That is a hard hammerlock dungeon, so hammer cannot be on Pyramid Ferry.
So yes, and the last pendant is Thieves Town.
Alright.
So this will mean we need to collect 1 or 2 medallions. So 5-6 on ice, the last one.
Oh my goodness, what a pull. What a pull.
What was there?
Pendant Thieves Town, second chest, has the flute.
Ooh, nice.
prdwong Mimo on the mountain. Green potion. And we already have the big key, so this could be our third item here. Nope, just a map. So 2 items remaining in Thieves Town. And Schulzer is going to take a Death Warp. Probably not going to go up to the back.
Makes sense on this point.
Yeah, you know there's a roughly more or less a 50-50 shot whether you're going to be key locked out of the dungeon or you need the hammer.
That's true.
So leaving to go do other checks I think is fine. And it's a pendant anyway, so you don't want to spend too much time in that dungeon. That said, pulling the flute, amazing find. That's going to be so helpful to Schulzer's movement. And there's the Master Sword as well. Long might fall behind here.
But
He's kind of abandoned Zoro, but he's running out of checks.
I'm just thinking loud. It's also possible a vanilla hammer in pot.
It is. I don't think there's anything stopping that, but in that scenario, it would require us to find the flippers or to fight Aghanim 1. And we would know we need boots before we fight Aghanim 1. Eight digs for the Quake Medallion. That's a good deal.
Yes, it is. So in this case, you don't waste your money on digging game because you got rewarded with maybe a needed medallion.
Looks like Schultz is going to start the Smith chain here as well. Perfectly fine play as far as I'm concerned.
Makes sense. I mean, with this, with the frog on your back, you can do Stompy, you can do Hype Cape before you save and quit and go to his home place.
Yep. And on Stompy, we have the Tempered Sword. Oh boy, alright.
Nice.
Suddenly a huge combat advantage for Schulzer. That master lasted all of 30 seconds or so.
I take the time and say a big thanks to our tracker Fishing Boo for keeping us up to date on this race.
prdwong, meanwhile, is heading over to King Zora. This is a last location for them, unfortunately, but didn't have much else left in the seed to begin with. Alright, heart piece, 20 rupees, heart piece, 20 rupees, and the cape. Cape is decent, that does lock an item. But the rest of that, lives up to its current legacy.
And yes, Schulzer, you need to activate your flute before you can use it.
Yeah, he's just playing it just for fun.
Making some music here, yes, why not?
I mean, he's got a little bit to do while he's walking.
So we know we need to pay 10 bucks on the smith, but the thing is, what will we get?
Probably a spare hammer. Let's go with that.
Or hookshot? Or boots?
Or 200% our money back.
Yes. Maybe this is his kind to say thanks for the journey and the music.
Blue coming online now for Schulzer. Meyer is an option. Just do the Meyer shed real quick. Maybe see what the medallion is.
Yes, that's true. I mean, we got mitts, we got flutes, so...
Ooh, prdwong though is following the fire rod into Skull Woods here. This is a full clearable dungeon.
That's true.
It looks like Schulzer might be not fluting away just yet and going into follow suit. I'd like this play. Just get this done real quick.
Okay, today I'll learn something new. There is... On this chest there is a bombable wall with a complete magic refill. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's nice to know where that is. You don't see too many people grab that because you don't need full magic unless you're like really low in this dungeon. And if you're smart about your magic routing here, you can still get by. There happens to be 4 small magic decanters in these next couple of rooms, which is just enough to use the fire rod 4 times. Oh my goodness. Huge find for Schulzer.
Yes, it is. Mirror means we'll also see desert, maybe.
It looks like Moss got the last item. Now this is a fighter sword Moth, which is not an ideal fight. Using the free red potion from earlier.
Makes sense, makes sense. And he did it.
Oh my... Alright! I'm not sure you saw that explosion. That was the hammer on Mop.
Wee.
So yeah. The world is Schulzer's oyster here coming out of Skull Woods here in a little bit.
So, Hammer will mean Aghanim 1 is definitely dead.
Yeah, Aghanim 1 is just fully dead at this point. So there's a 3-minute time save our runners kill much like to see. And Schulzer taking advantage of that powder for a full heal.
Makes sense.
Doesn't need to be as worried about his magic going forward. One more hit on the moth. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing with the moth. Moth actually has less health than the previous two bosses that came before it. Schulzer King and Argus. But the spikes make it so that it feels like he has a lot more health than he does. But he dies to 4 Temper Sword strikes. He's actually quite the pushover without the spikes.
Sadly, we got no book, so no pet check.
Nope. But we have full mountain access here for Schulzer, and he's going to take full advantage of it. And yeah, sometimes damage is done on purpose so that you get rid of the sword beams. Sword beams only deal fighter sword damage, and they can make it so that mob gets knocked into the thing. And in some cases, when you're slashing close, the sword beam will do the damage instead of the actual slash. So usually you want to lose your sword beams for boss fights like that. Especially because I think Mafia is immune to fighters. Oh no, I think it's not. No. There are a few bosses in the Dark World that are immune to fighter sword. So I'm pointing out that Moth does have like 3 times more health than Blind. Yes, but Blind only has 9 health and he only takes 1 damage, so that's not really a good comparison.
I mean, just talking about lives on Blind, yes, it is easy, but the annoying thing are the balls and the lasers.
Yeah, his fight is one of those that can get really chaotic really fast. And it's one of the reasons I primarily like having the fire shield. Because most of his nonsense can be blocked with that. Okay, did prdwong miss the mirror? I missed it. No, prdwong is mirror. He just used it. We're good. And he got the flute out of D's town. So let's see where prdwong is going to go with this flute and mirror. Back in the dark world to start. Makes sense, he hasn't done the Swift Chain yet.
And with the mirror, it make it easy to doing Swift Chain.
Alright, here we go with the Boulder fight. This is for Green Pendant, but you never know if that Green Pendant's gonna lock an item.
That's true.
And unfortunately, it looks like there's an item in the basement. So, does Schulzer go on the coffee break?
Maybe, maybe not, we don't know.
Oh my goodness! Okay, prdwong suddenly pulling ahead as far as I'm concerned. He just found the Kata Samari and Hammer Pegs.
That's nice.
Yeah, at this point we could potentially be just a bow from Go. It depends entirely if Mr. Mario and Turtle Rock are both Quake. We don't know yet. But if they are, it's bow and flippers for Go. I missed the flippers in my initial statement. Oh yeah, I guess we would need Hook as well. Man, I am just... The items are just flying fast here. We've got so many of them.
Nothing on powder, just 3 blueberries.
Oh, that's a... then it's a Book of Adora.
This will mean we will see now Ether Tablet.
Yep. Just an immediate check of that real quick. Just a heart piece here. Only 10 arrows on purple chest. Gotta put away. Back to 3. Or no, back to 4. Sorry.
Yes, makes sense. And the Dark World for Hype Cave.
Alright, so it is bow, hookshot, and flippers for Go. We just need a few more items. But looking at it objectively, we have everything we need to clear Ice Palace, Saber Hookshot, and Turtle Rock, if we have the right medallion. Mr. Mario, we unfortunately cannot enter yet because we don't have the hookshot or the boots.
Yes, that's true.
Pod and Eastern, we obviously don't have the bow to finish the dungeon out, and we need the flippers and hookshot to get through Swamp. Technically, Ice Palace also needs the hookshot, but depending on how we route the seed and with the, well, Schulzer can't do Icebreaker right now because he doesn't have the cane. So, I think in that case, it would be a hookshot lock, potentially. That's another one that depends on the key layout.
Another thing, maybe we need boots for GT.
That is also a possibility.
Yes, I'm thinking about what is if GT Big is on GT Torch.
Well, one thing we can say for certain is that boots are not in Ganon's Tower. We have multiple dungeons that are going to be lamp locked.
Yes, that's true. We need a lamp in library, so... And here's Butter Sword.
Yeah, so it causes a conflict there. So boots cannot be in a lamp locked location. Which, there's not many when we have advanced darkroom logic, but there's still a few. Most notably, Laser Bridge is completely off the table. I believe Vitreous, a good chunk of Pod. And we got a confirmation it is Ether to enter Misery Mire. And there's a bow for prdwong.
Mire shit, nice.
Alright, so Pod Eastern now full clearable.
We need also E for 4GR. First steps into pot. What will we get
Yep.
here?
The crystal. That goes without saying.
A crystal, true, but maybe some progressive items here?
Yeah, so the big advantage prdwong has is Schulzer has more or less left the hammer pegs isolated. Still has to do the second half of Smith Chain, so it's not nearly as bad. But they have to do that pretty quick, because that Samaria hanging is going to be a big problem later. Especially if flippers and hookshot are in here, because then PRD is just in full go mode. Nope, pen to turn in. What do we got? The Eater Medallion! Hair is required! Okay, that changes things. That is a huge pull from Schulzer.
Yes. So we know we need Ether for 2 dungeons, and we know Ether is locked behind Green Pendant. So both runners in pot right now.
Yeah, we'll see how things go here. Slightly out of position with that block.
Now it worked.
This is a really tricky situation here, because the odds of the Green Pendant having something important is just so low. This could very well be a last location for prdwong.
It's true.
So, right now, even though Samaria is a huge find, I think the advantage right now is in Schulzer's field. Because checking Hammer Face is a lot more likely than checking Green Pendant. And with the routing that prdwong's gonna do, Tahasso is gonna be completely isolated.
That's
Doing
true.
a pause buffer.
So, thinking about isolated, it was the right decision to do the mountain, clear Hera, and after that doing pot in combination with Green Pendant.
This is definitely an interesting scenario we've found here. Yeah, I would not be surprised. Yeah, Schulzer's not going to do the bomb jump. He's out of bombs. So far, nothing here really of value in pod. prdwong taking a death, unfortunately. I think that was intended. Or do they die doing dark rooms? I forget. You might have got bought by a Kodongo you didn't see. Yeah, and health refill is also possible. Alright, heading off to fight Helmholtz King. Right! prdwong doesn't have the red potion for safety, so he had to do that to heal up before the Helmholtz King fight. Schulzer, though, is sitting pretty with that green potion and that red potion.
So talking about potion, that's true. The PRD uses his potion on Mobula.
Yeah, because it was a fighter sword third fight. Didn't go down to get the swords yet. I will say this much, because some of the music is so catchy here. If you're wondering what this particular song is, I believe this is one of the boss tracks, King Konga.
I love the music.
Yeah, it's really interesting because all the bosses have sort of like a theme of the music, which King Konga is obviously conga line music. Using the key to dodge the fireballs there. Smart play. Now, Schulzer's going to be at a huge advantage here, because with Gold Sword in hand, it's going to be able to two-shot Helmholtz King once he gets the mask off. Alright, here we go. Alright. And the shopkeeper's vocals at the end there, perfect. Alright, prdwong heading over to the Eastern Palace, his boss. I don't know, part of me is just also jamming this music here, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, and here we go, the Helmholtz King fight. Ooh, or not the Helmholtz King, our size. And Wong only has 21 arrows. Has to be careful here. Looks like he's setting up the quick kill. Gets it done. 10 bombs. Yeah, not much room for error there. Look at his quiver. 3 arrows left.
That was close.
Yeah, if he missed a shot, he would have been in a world of trouble. Alright, it looks like prdwong's gonna do fake flipper here, probably gonna enter ice. I think the best case scenario to hope for here is finding the hook shot. That advantage would not be a bad thing to find either, but he does have that green potion. Now, I'm fairly certain prdwong did the digging game. So he should have access to Quake here.
That's true, Quake was on digging game. Just forgot it.
Pengators in the... Well, there's the Bombos medallion, so all 3 medallions have been found.
And the meme is still alive. Fire lock fire.
Did he not do... I forget if prdwong did dig game. I might have skipped it, actually, doing the Smith chain.
And talking about possibilities, I think it's also possible that we find some progression in TR. Maybe boots, maybe hookshot, maybe flippers.
Oh, prdwong was skipping the digging game is kind of interesting. It's a shame, though, because Quake Medallion actually kills the Pengators in this dungeon in one shot. Provided they're not in the middle of their hopping animation.
The reason for skipping digging game was no money.
Ah, yeah, that would do it. So I was gonna check the bumper cave ledge.
Makes sense.
Blue cane armor.
Nope.
Alright, gonna ignore that. So yeah, Schulzer's gonna do North Dark World here, and then probably double back and do
Purple chest in combination with hammerbags.
yeah. So
And also powder.
yeah, this might find in those flippers. Or those!
That's
Okay,
nice.
So that with the bonk jump puts Meyer into logic. Schulzer
That's
still
true.
needs to go to hammer pegs though, but more than likely they're going to fluke to 3 and then go and get everything they can out of the dark Village of Outcast area. No, he's just going to charge right back over to do bonk rocks. This is smart.
Doing North route was the right decision here.
Yeah. Well, it was the right decision for the boots. We don't know if the boots are needed besides getting the lamp. But still, the extra speed is always nice to have. Let's all be real here. This is randomizer. We want to go fast.
So, what is he doing? We know Lumberjack is nothing.
I think Schulzer skipped it, actually. He didn't scout it, so he's scouting it now.
Yes. You just seen it. It's only a piece of cloth.
Yeah, so 3? Yeah. So this is going to be hammer pegs into... This is probably hammer pegs into purple chest into getting the lamp. And doing the mirror checks while he's on the way.
And on the other side we will get the red bomb check.
And possibly Pyramid Ledge, and maybe extending that into Catfish? Catfish is kind of isolated otherwise.
That's true.
Alright, Schulz is about to discover Samaria. But will prdwong stay one step ahead and find another important item? Not on the pyramid ledge. Piece of heart and 20 rings of pyramid fairy, so no. So suddenly the ball, I think, is in Schulzer's court here. Because I don't see prdwong doing hair anytime soon, although he may be proving myself wrong here.
So what is prdwong doing, Hera? I mean, yes.
Mirror and Hammer get him access to Paradox and Super Bunny and all those other checks, so it could be going that way. He has to pass by Hera regardless, though. So we'll probably dip in and check the first couple of chests. I don't see him sticking around, to be honest. He knows what he needs.
Schulzer is skipping the lamp.
Makes sense. Yeah, not even grabbing the small key.
And this is TR.
prdwong knows that this is going to be the green pendant. And yeah, if Schulzer can full clear TR, this is a fine play. Knows it's fully in logic. No reason not to get this done and taken care of right now. Alright, prdwong is fighting in Moldorm here.
I mean, he will collect green pendant, maybe turn it in, and this will be his access to TR and Maya.
Question is, does he actually turn it in? Small key, big key.
And Pedestal is still alive.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Nothing stopping them from having the flute or not the flute, the hookshot or the flippers in this case.
Yes, that's true. So
Well, we have the book. We'll check that before we do those dungeons at this point. And even then, D-Town and Desert Palace are decently fast dungeons to clear for the extra pendant. Alright, Schulzer, where are you going? Are you gonna skip the central chest?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. He knows he's 2 items away from go. He should not leave anything behind at this point as far as I'm concerned.
And you know, TR has on this point a good item density, so do it. Do it. Has Schulzer checked the bombers?
Schulzer's not been down that way, no. Most likely, if they need to check bombers, they'll do it on their way to setting up for Swamp Palace.
I mean, with flippers, it's possible to find hookshot in Swamp.
It is, yes. And flippers, for all we know, could just be on bombos. So that is a possibility. Let's see what Mimic Cave has, though. The shovel could also lead to one of them.
Another fetch quest. And maybe the shovel will lead Schulzer into the lamp.
Alright, we're running out of checks here. I think prdwong will at least be jumping into check. Oh no, I can't even do Hookshot Cave because he doesn't have the boots.
It's true.
Yeah, Schulzer's got a huge advantage right now. This may be really hard for prdwong to come back from. He's gonna walk over to do Spike Cave, it looks like.
Time for laser bridge.
And time for Spike Cave. 3 bombs to start things off on Laser Bridge. Resetting. Our piece.
And a refill.
50 rubies at Spike Cave. There's the key we need. Compass. So I think the boss is the last item.
Yes.
Alright, Peter wants to turn the green pendant. But now the advantage has slipped ahead to doing one of the longer dungeons really quickly. There's the 1 medallion he needed. And straight into Turtle Rock. Nice double hit on that spin attack from Schulzer. Very quick and easy kill there on phase 2 of the fight.
What is the last item here?
It's just the map.
So, I wondered, we got TR and it was basically empty.
I think we have to head down to Meyer. I think this might be a Bootslog Meyer situation.
But don't forget he can now do 1 check in Hookshot Cave.
If this is the hookshot, first off, someone called that in chat, which, if you got it, props to you. Second off, this is so unlikely. It's a 1 in 216. It's armor. Okay, that's fine.
And now...
Schulzer, yeah, Schulzer's doing due diligence here. Gonna check the Spike Cave.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes absolutely sense on this point.
I can understand them skipping the other armor upgrade in Spike Cave, in a Bumper Cave. That is like 9 minutes of walking. You don't have the hook shot to make it really easy to get up that upstairs path.
I mean,
I'd say it's... Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, it's your decision. You got the option. Hey, look, here is a meat upgrade. Will you take it or not? It was his decision to skip it. And now he got the blue mail, if he wants or not.
Yeah, and I think with the decision there was more so the fact that that's just a long check. It was in a chest, it was like, okay, fine, that's a nice bonus. But seeing that and saying... and... knowing where it is... He's not even taking a container! Yeah, 13 hearts blue mail, that makes sense.
That was a dirty heart. And yes, we are still on hookshot and flipper hunt.
Yeah, if you've seen the NMG routing here, 14 hearts green mail is like the standard for NMG.
Yes, I know.
Well, maybe someone in the chat doesn't know. But yeah, 13 hearts blue mail, they'll be fine.
So, but with the boots, Meyer is now is now full clearable.
Yeah, only 2 items here.
Yes. And maybe we will see left side Maya.
I think it goes without saying because we still need to find something. This is gonna be Meyer to desert. We haven't seen desert either.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
One item, and I think we're gonna definitely see now that we've seen one of our 2 items is just money.
And I think it's an option that Schulzer maybe will check a pet.
That's debatable. It's kind of isolated right now to go do that. Another thing that's been isolated by prdwong is catfish. Actually, now that we think about it, he never went up there. Catfish could just be holding the flippers.
Flippers on catfish will mean French vanilla.
I guess. Alright. First just the left side. The second item out of the dungeon, and it is the silver arrows. Good find.
And we still need the big key.
But here's the thing, because of the key logic, Schulzer knows that it's not a cutscene chest, so it's gonna be over on the right side of the dungeon.
So talking about logic, when in the chest where the silver was is a small key, this will mean a big key is on cutscene chest.
And I think it's there again. I think we just have the small key and big key is a guarantee, but it looks like we got a niche scenario which is there anyway, despite that. Because Schulzer just pulled the last item chest, and it was just another small key. And something else to keep in mind as well, we have not seen the back half of these sound, and there are still 2 items in there.
That's true.
Alright, so here comes the cutscene chest. Now, cutscene just having the big key, not a big deal. Because you get this candy warp pad, which puts you south of a door that leads you to another warp pad, which puts you directly on path to Vitreous. Quite convenient, that. Nice toss strat there. And Schulzer's doing these door.
Talking about lamp, it's on library, which means lamp is boots locked.
Yeah, Schulzer does have the boots, he just chose not to get the lamp. Logically speaking, boots are required for the dark rooms in Turtle Rock, so... because they lock the lamp. So, because of dark room logic, they would be required to seed. Interesting that Schulzer got up and do the spin strats here when he has silver arrows.
You got the items, you use it, why not?
Alright, so the question is, will prdwong go over to Graveyard Ledge for the boots? Schulzer, meanwhile, I think it's safe to say he's gonna do a mirror and start clearing desert. Gonna send him up to start on the ledge, which makes the most sense.
And now we gotta look into desert.
Yeah, this is our first look in desert. 2 items in here, plus the pendant, which we may or may not need.
I mean, it's an option to collect it. Okay, desert was not boost locked. I mean, it's an option to collect a pendant just in case you want to pull it.
I mean, that's true. Sorry. But at the same time, it could be seen as a... If I'm gonna do pedestal, I might as well just check pedestal with the book.
Okay, nearly vanilla, big key.
Alright, one of our 2 items may be here. Nope, one of them is guaranteed to be on the boss now.
Yes, that's true. We have seen compass, we have seen map, we have seen small key, big key, 2 checks left, both are items, one of these checks are Lenmo.
I like that both our runners have skipped the Arcadator in the dig spot, by the way.
Talking about heart, take it if you want or not.
Yeah, Schultz is gonna go ahead and get rid of the land moles here. I agree with this play, just in general, because you're at the point where any one check could be what you need in order to progress the seed. Like, this could be the flippers to let you into Swamp, and Swamp has the hook shot. That could just be what's happening here. Or this could be a pet seed.
True. Pet seed will be nearly an all dungeon. Expect of Castle Tower.
You know, the seeds started out so fast, and that's kind of slowed down quite a bit. prdwong is heading towards the boots, which is a good sign. Second item is just 20 rupees.
More money.
This is not looking good. Loot spot 5? Schulzer, are you doing catfish? This might be catfish.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is very catfish.
And PRD finally got his boots.
Yeah, but prdwong is unfortunately going to be in catch-up mode here. He's technically one dungeon down here, but the one dungeon that Schulzer can do has the prdwong. Yeah, the Schulzer doesn't have the prdwong does is ice, which is pretty quick when you have earn go mode.
True. And we know there is no item for us in ice that we need.
Alright.
And we also know Big Bomb is not an option.
Yeah, but we've seen prdwong did Big Bomb, there was nothing there. Alright, moment of truth. What do you got for us, Catfish? Heart container. Looking like it might be Thief Sound.
And this calls more and more for Pet.
Oh, okay, Super Bomb. Or not Super Bomb, Bombos.
Yes, true.
So either Bombos or Super Bomb. Oh no, he doesn't have the 5/6 out ice, so no, this is absolutely going to be checking Bombos. Alright, Schulzer is on the hunt here. That was a blue item, but it was unfortunately the wrong shape. Yeah, this really Thief Sound is the right play here.
Thief Sound into Pet. And now I would say Pet, flippers on Pet for Hookshot in Swamp.
Okay, hold on. We haven't seen this. Okay, just money. I mean, we got two items in there. I'm just gonna say Thief Sound has both the items we're missing.
And yes, now it takes a while here, and it looks like we get more and more time here in the seed. It's good for us. And yes, I think also Schulzer knows there is a good chance for some progression on Pet.
If there is no progression in Thief Sound, it is safe to say that this is a Pet seed.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't think there's any other tricks left in the game that they have in Logic. Alright, 2 items left in Thief Sound as a reminder for you folks. One of them could be right here. It's bombs! Which means, unless the last item is either flippers or hookshot, then it is a Pet seed confirmed. It comes down to one check in Thief Sound.
3 checks left. Sell, big chest, blind.
One of them has an item, and it's going to be the item we need.
And still, if we will find some progression here, it's still possible that there is some progression on pet.
It's 20 rupees! It's not here! Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's safe to call. We have a pet seed.
It's confirmed. Nice.
There is nothing left in my memory that is in logic. Did they do Spiral Cave actually?
When we talk about logic, there is nothing left.
Yep, so yeah, it is a pedestal seed required, folks.
And it looks like we will get a blind pet bull here.
But no pun intended here. Oh man, a pedestal seed? To start things off in brackets with these two? Who rolled this seed?
So, what is on pet?
You know what? Let's go for the ultimate troll. Let's have it be mushroom. The only thing Hookshot locks is Hookshot Cave. Flippers will be the most alluring item to find here. But if you want to really mean, you see the mushroom. Alright, here we go. It's the flippers!
So, it's a large confirmation. It's a pet seed. And now we know Hookshot must be in Swamp.
Yep. So, Schuldger's gonna clear this place up, probably do Super Bomb, and then be in go mode. Just by proxy. So prdwong is on the clock. He needs to get through these pendant dungeons fast.
And yes, it's still possible that the hookshot is on mushroom. And I think also PRD knows he needs to do pet for some progression. He played Eyes out of logic, so without flippers.
Yeah, prdwong knows with a certainty that something is on pedestal. Or at least in these remaining pendant dungeons.
We have seen Hobo on PRD's side, and there was first a single rupee, when I remember right.
Yeah, PRD did do the fake flippers first, because he checked Zora afterwards. But he had to double the Zora region because he didn't have enough money to buy the Titan Smiths at that time.
So yes, Schulzer skipped Hobo, but not PRD.
Schulzer might check it if he's looking for these hookshot for very long.
Yes, but I'm sure after finishing Ice, Schulzer will go to Swamp and check Swamp first.
I mean, I can see Schulzer just quickly jumping up the river to check the Hobo before he flutes to 7.
No,
Or
for
4.
Swamp. 4.
Yeah, 4 or
Because-
7.
Yes, 4, use the portal, go down to Swamp, use the mirror, and then lay Swamp.
Yeah, so basically Schulzer's routing is most likely doing Hobo, then either doing Swamp Dip first or Super Bomb first, and then doing the remaining check afterwards. And then the mushroom if he finds it along the way, which most likely is just in Swamp or GT at this point.
We have seen both tablets, nothing on the on both of them.
Yeah, here we go. This is the Man Under the Bridge check. Because the nice thing is there is some shallow water here at the very end that Schulzer can just flute away from. So this is, I think, is the correct play in terms of efficiency.
And we have seen Red Bomb on prdwong's side, there was nothing.
Yeah. So this is either going to be Super Bomb here from Schulzer, or it's going to be or Swamp Palace. I can see him doing Super Bomb first just to make absolutely sure it's not he's not double dipping. No, he's going for it. All right.
Yes, makes sense. To doing Swamp here, I mean, Pyramid is still possible for Schulzer, but he knows the chance is now big to find a French or a vanilla hookshot here in Swamp.
Chance of double.
Yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Someone says that they still might have the double dip swamp. That is true, but it's a very niche chance here. The only other way that would be the case is that the hookshot is specifically on the mushroom turn-in. And that would assume that the mushroom is in the first half of this dungeon to begin with. It could be in the back half, could be in GT. So let's see what we get here. There it is. Hookshot's right there. Go mode for Schulzer.
After 1 hour, 27 minutes and 30 seconds. So at least pedestal lead us to hookshot.
So yeah, no way around it. This was a pet seed through and through.
Yes. So, you got your hookshot, you happy? And now the flippers for PRD.
Yeah, Schulzer knows he can go. He's just ignoring the remaining checks.
Yes. And why pet flippers are on pet?
Yeah, this was a unavoidable pet seed here as we're about to find prdwong pulling the flippers right now. Yeah, Schulzer is as geared out as he could ever possibly want to be. Alright, and this will be the final boss here. And actually, now that I think about it, I think this is the first race I've done with the open mode format for the commentary. So I haven't been able to say this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 22 chests in Gaddis Tower, but only one of them can contain the big key. Let's play that game, folks. Give us a number in chat. Where do you think that big key's gonna be?
Okay, number 14. What is your guess?
I'm gonna say 10.
I mean, when I'm thinking about deceit, also Tyrone is possible.
True. It'd be a very evil seed. And I think there were some very choice words to say to the seed runner, the seed creator, or afterwards, whoever that may be.
And finally, 2 minutes and 40 seconds after Schulzer, PRD is now in go.
That is a... They've got a lot of ground to catch up in a matter of time here. Schulzer will have to have a catastrophic GT climb, which I don't think is going to happen, to be perfectly honest. Alright, folks. Your guesses are locked. Let's see what we got here.
And we go to the left first.
Is it on the torch? No.
Ooh.
That counts, though. That is our first check. 2, 3, 4, 5 coming in here in the Dark Magician room, as we like to call it. Number 2, 20 rupees. Number 3, half magic. Good find.
Yes, it's nice, especially in the climb. So,
3 and 4, 20 rupees and a small key. So we're up to 5, 6, 7 coming up now. Small key. Small key. Going right side. Ooh. Ignoring timer for now.
Makes sense.
Yep, makes complete sense. So 8, 9, 10, and 11 here in Compass Room. Number 8, 100 rupees. Number 9, 10 arrows. Number 10, 20 rupees. Number 11, a heart container or a heart piece.
Oh, it looks like Biki is on the left side of GT.
Yep, and we're seeing this Dark Magician variant where you do Stalvos Room, then do Compass Room, then you go back to the left.
So, number 12.
10 arrows. That was a weird throw. Where did that boomerang go?
I don't know.
I think it clipped to the super tile. That was weird. Anyway, there we go. Big key, number 13. Kind of silkiness, I see. I guessed it. Frankie Appleby88 and Twitch chat got it as well.
So, we got some winners. I think you called it, or?
And I scrolled up a bit more and I saw Wolfing 13 to 130 also got it.
Yes. So,
A couple of people got it right today. Nicely done. Nicely done, folks.
so now it's gauntlet time.
Yep. So apparently Wall could save some time if he goes full left.
Yes. And he and it's still possible for PRD to win this. I mean, we know things can happen on Ganon.
Right, now, keep in mind, folks, this is the best 2 of 3, so PRD won't be out yet, but he will be at a disadvantage. Because I should also mention this as well. This is a single elimination bracket. So if PRD loses this best of 3, he is out of the tournament. So if you're a fan of him, hope he wins his next 2 games if he's going to lose here. And PRD is unfortunately going to Compass Room. So just following in Schulzer's footsteps here. Unfortunately, that's not the right play to save him time.
It looks like PRD chooses the same way like Schulzer.
So, to clear something up here, because I see someone asking about it, this is a best of 3, but it's a single elimination bracket. So, Schulzer wins 2, then PRD Wong is eliminated. And I forget if we're going to a best of 5 near the end or not. I admittedly do not remember. Alright, I got a cheap fight happening now. PRD Wong through the gauntlet. About end of the gauntlet, rather. Gold sword, silver arrows in hand, half magic, 14 hearts. This is going to be a breeze. I think Schulzer even still has his potions as well.
I think he still has his red potion.
Yeah, I think he has both his red and his green, so he is sitting pretty. There is very little that can go wrong here in this fight. And very easy 1-on-1. Alright. Looking like it's going to be quick and clean. Yeah, just be a little bit rude with the teleports. Instant stop. Gonna get a quick hit here, and maybe a single. Yeah, it's gonna be single. Ooh, no, missed. Alright. Little bit of panic set in because of the hit there, but Schulzer wraps it up, gets it done. Get your Jesus in chat, folks, for Schulzer.
He wins the first of 3 games, or possible 3 games, we need to say, with a time of 1:39:47.
Yes, Schulzer, he's going to go 1-0 here in this best of 3. One more win and he eliminates prdwong from the tournament and moves into the round of 32. Schulzer putting an absolute clinic in this race here, showing why he is the 6th seed in this bracket. Very well done. And the mushroom would have only been for some arrows, according to the end screen there. And we are now joined by the winner of this race, Schulzer. GG's user, and congratulations on this race.
GG's.
I don't know how you're not last played something in this gameplay. There's so many bad locations, so many items.
Well, if it's any consolation, prdwong did find the case of Mario first, but you found that Ether Tablet as well. Oh.
The Ether Tablet?
You mean, I think Wolflink means the ether on green pendant.
Ah,
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I got that quite early. I was like, yeah, that is a good item to have early. I like that. And then you do TR and find nothing, and you're like, damn, Ether really doesn't lock anything. This could be really bad now. But luckily, I needed to full clear the seed anyways because like Somalia was not a good spot. Boots were not great either. Like there's a few cases where you can get them early, but usually you get them rather late. And yeah, then the flippers into hookshot. Like what can you do in the end? Especially with no book early or like no way to check pad.
Pray that they weren't locked behind the mushroom, which thankfully they were not.
Thank God we couldn't put on mushroom. Like you get in the last end of seed, you know you're last getting. Oh look, here's a mushroom. Let's go out of Swamp Palace again to turn it in and then go right back. Cool.
So Soldier, I want to ask you something very specific. On your way to getting the big key, your red boomerang went completely out of the room at one point. Do you know why that happened? Because I sure don't.
Yeah, it's called boomerang, like the tick, and it happens when you throw to that boomerang and then use hookshot, and then it can pass the walls, pretty much anything. And yeah, normally you don't want that to happen. It was not a threat, but I just forgot how to do it. And prdwong to the side, like you throw it to the bottom left, and then it bounces back perfectly. But yeah, GG to prdwong. Just finished getting.
Yep, prdwong just finishing up here. Finishing up strong with a time of 4:13 and change. 4:13:14. But yeah, I never seen that. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, I think like the one it was just a full clear round. My round was overall pretty efficient. Like I only went into Desert Palace once with boots. I cleared Heather on the way, which ended up being required. C-Stunner could combine with K45 near the end, so I felt like I had a pretty decent route overall. And yeah, it kind of shows like I last located completely, and I think I cannot last locate any better in this seed.
I mean, to be fair, this ended up being a pet seed. You don't really last location pet. Let's be completely honest here. It was still a good seed, all things despite that, though, I feel.
Oh no, the early game was awful. A glove in Eastern, another glove on Sora, and you don't have money and need to farm with, what's it called? The stamp price, and then you get a free 300 in Waterfall Cave, and you're like, why? Why? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, so we knew at the time that 300 was there because prdwong did that check a lot sooner.
Yes, but the thing is, you don't know if you will find money in the story area like Waterfall Ferry. Because, okay, I know I need 500 bucks to pay Sora and I don't know where to get my money. I mean, it's also a good idea like you did with the stump price.
Yeah, like I was thinking even to do Julian, but I think with 20 rupees is a stump price, and I didn't have done the Sousha yet, and I knew that like 10 enemies that are pretty easily killable with Fighter Sword and a Boomerang, so I just decided to get my money on the way, don't even care about Julian, and then like I don't want to go out of logic on the early game there, because like maybe it's Lamb for Dark World Access and Boots are early. So I think it's was not a best idea to go out of logic, other than Waterfall Cave in this seed. But yeah, game 1. First win. I really like open. It opens up a lot of different routes you can do. Like even if you last arcade, you had at least always had good options in the seed, or like some decisions to make, which I always like. In the end, you last arcade, but what can you do? But yeah, we don't know yet what when game 2 will be, but I guess since I'm only playing an NA opponents, it's probably on the weekends at some point. But yeah, thanks for comms and Zaching. Always nice to watch some of you guys back later.
Thank you for racing, folks. And it looks like prdwong will not be joining us, but GG's to him as well for putting an extra race for us. He is down in this current first round match, but he's still got another game in him, and if he can somehow pull a little reverse sweep, he will move on and Schulzer will go home. But you've got the advantage right now, Schulzer, so hopefully you can maintain it.
Yeah, like open is always a 50-50 mode sometimes. Today I had the edge, I got the right opponent, I got the right items at the right time. Let's see how 80 keys and crosshunt will go in whatever order. But yeah, thanks you all for the stream and good night for me.
Alright. So folks, as I mentioned, the next game is not going to be on the schedule here, but there are a few games on the schedule for today, and in fact there is one that's happening right now, started only 20 minutes ago, as of this point in time. We have a cross hunt, Sohair versus Gilgamesh, opening on SpeedGaming 2. And then later on this evening, also on SpeedGaming 2, we will have 80 Keys with Boots, PTM versus Kintao, and then immediately following that race on SpeedGaming 2, we have GFE versus Gamshu, also in 80 Keys with Boots. And if I didn't mention the Sohair versus Gilgamesh team, that was a cross hunt. And yeah, we're going to have more races for you coming across the following days here, so make sure to keep an eye on the schedule. Make sure to follow SpeedGaming and SpeedGaming 2 through 6 so you don't miss any racing action, not just the randomizer tournament. And if we have some extra time in the crew available, we sometimes do some of these races on the ALTTPR randomizer and its subsidiary channels as well, so make sure to follow those as well. Shoutouts to our tracker fishing booth for keeping those items up to date and keeping us honest up here in the booth. Phoenix, thank you for joining me on commentary here.
It was a pleasure.
Alright, folks. That about wraps it up for us here. So from all of us here at Link to Fast Randomizer Tournament, I have been Wolfling0370. We shall see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.
Goodbye.